Welcome back, trainers. So let's go ahead and take a look at Tangrowth in the Premier Cup for the Ultra League, as well as going alongside Crustle. And we're also going to have it paired up with Poliwrath as well as Escavalier. We're going to substitute the Poliwrath for Escavalier later down the line, so just going to show the IVs for that. I'm going to do about half and half with those teams. So Tangrowth, we're going to be leading with it the entire time, and I will have Pvpoke on the side here so you can take a look at the good matchups. Pretty funny because going up against Charizard, it does have a good matchup, but going up against Venusaur, it's not so great for it. And that is because of Rock Slide and Vine Whip. Vine Whip's going to be gaining energy pretty fast, so you're going to be able to get those off at a decent rate, overcoming the Charizard. So I found some great success with it. Now teaming up with Escavalier and Tangrowth, we have to look out for fire, right? We have the Crustle in the back to take care of those Charizards with Smackdown. So basically the way I'm going to be playing that is staying in with the Tangrowth if I'm matched up against the Charizard, and just trying to win that matchup and getting their shields and at least taking the Charizard down, and then taking it from there. Usually going to be pretty okay. We'll actually see one of those matchups, I do believe. We'll see here. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what we have going on and starting the commentary. So up against the Lapras here. Going to be trying to bait that shield, in which we did. I don't think this one's looking so hot for us, to be honest with you. And since we got both those shields, we're going to be able to hit this thing with super effective Rock Slide, but I think it's too little too late. And oh my gosh, are we actually going to win this? Taking down the Dragonite with the Crustle. Let's go Smackdown. I mean, do not underestimate that Smackdown on the Crustle. That thing is insane with stab and just about well, it is maxed out pretty much. Going up against Kingdra with the Tangrowth in the lead here. This is okay. We obviously need to look out for Blizzard. And Outrage is also going to be doing a ton of damage. As far as the Octazooka, not so much. Lowering our attack is not going to be great, but Power Whip is still going to be threatening to it. It's not going to be taking super effective damage from the Power Whip, just neutral because of the Dragon typing. So they're going to be swapping into their Obstagoon, in which we're going to be going right into our Poliwrath and getting off this charge move immediately before they can get off their energy, because either we're going to, well, they have no more shields. Well, saving our health is why we're getting that off as soon as possible. They're going to be bringing in the Kingdra. We're just going to go straight for the Ice Punch. I made a crucial mistake right there. I should have went for the Dynamic Punch, as a matter of fact. That would have been enough to just about KO, but that's fine. Our Tangrowth does have enough energy to get off this Vine Whip here. Let's take out that Kingdra right away. No more shields left. We're going to be swapping immediately into our Crystal, whatever they do have. It is going to be a Driftblim, and, well, it's going to be part flying. I'm just going to simply shield up this Icy Wind, which it wouldn't have done that much damage, but we still want to preserve our health here. No more shields on their end, and we're going to be able to take down that Driftblim with the Crustle. Let's get it. On to the next battle here. We're met with a Shadow Machamp. Now, I think I make a mistake here as well, and that is going to be not double shielding this thing. The damage output is just outrageous from the Shadow Machamp. So we're going to go ahead and try to burn a shield with the Rock Slide. This is not going to be very effective, but they are kind of glassy, so they want to make sure they preserve that Machamp over there. Alright, and we're letting this go through. We should have shielded that up. Unfortunately, not able to get off another Power Whip. We are holding on to one shield, but that Machamp does have energy at this point. And they're going to be able to just cross-chop us down with that shadow damage. Not looking so great. Building up a little bit of extra energy here. We're going to be going for the Ice Punch. And they're deciding to commit to the Machamp here. 2 shields. I mean, yeah, they're in a pretty good position. They're just running over me with that thing. They're going to just keep that momentum here. We're going to take them out finally. Now, this is not good. We do not have a shield or anything like that, but at least we're able to get to this Dynamic Punch on this Muck here. Can we pull this off, folks? What do they have in the back is the question here. So let's see what they're going to be hitting me with. Sludge Wave. Okay, it's not very effective, but sure. We're going to be going for the X-Scissor here. And just enough to take them out. And they have a Lapras in the back. Ooh, this is going to be too little, too late yet again up against a Lapras, unfortunately. We're taking super effective damage from water. Man, you know, that's one of the things that I find with Crustals being a big problem, is taking that super effective water damage. If it didn't have that, then wow, I mean, obviously it wouldn't have its rock typing. But anyways, on to the next match here. So we're swapping into Crustle, and they're going to be going into Glade here. We were not in a great position, so we're just going to go ahead and swap out. And since we do have Poliwrath, I think I make a swap into a Glade with my Poliwrath down the line here as a mistake, but it ends up working for me, I think. So I just found it to be the best matchup right now. We're just going to go in here with the Crustle, do as much damage as we can. I was going to say, please don't shield this up. That's fine. We're going to go in here and farm down with the Tangrowth. Take some confusion damage, that's perfectly fine. Now, Tangrowth is going to be a great counter to Glade to some degree because the Leaf Blade is not going to be very effective, right? Close combat, you know, it's going to hurt you quite a bit, but they're going to be having to risk lowering their defense. So getting off that Rock Slide, able to get to another one before they're able to get to a charge move. This is big here. Taking out the Dragonite with the Tangrowth with the Rock Slide. Did you see how much damage that did? That's insane. They do have a Magnezone in the back here, so what are they going to throw at me? Mirror Shot, not very effective. Well, not doing much damage. And we're going to get off that Power Whip and swap into our Poliwrath. Big mistake. Are we going to survive this, folks? Because they're going to hit me with a Wild Charge. We survived barely. Are we going to get to a Dynamic Punch? Oh my goodness, we're able to get to it. And this is, and should KO. Oh yeah. What? I don't know why I was thinking I had full health. Yeah, absolutely easy KO there. On to the next battle. We're met with a Magnezone, so this is a great position for us here. We're not going to shield up whatever they throw at us. Definitely not. If it's a Wild Charge, more than likely they're going to be swapping out. But going up against a few of these trainers with the Magnezone in the front, they like to build up to 2 of the Wild Charges and then do as much damage and then retreat at that point, which is going to give us the switch advantage, so that works out great. So at this point, we're just going to be going for these Power Whips. That's it. They're going to be using a shield. We haven't used one yet. Are we going to commit to one at this point? I think this is still going to be a Mirror Shot. I commit to it just in case because a Wild Charge would have taken us out. They do lower our attack. Are they going to commit to both shields? No, they do not. Let it go down. They're bringing in a Snorlax. We're able to get to one more Power Whip. Since it is Shadow, it's going to be doing a good amount of damage here. Alright, that works. I decide to just stay in here because they have another Pokemon that can counter switch me. So we're just going to go in here with the Poliwrath and let them hit us with whatever they're going to and just see what they do from there. Making a swap into Glade. We're going to be going right into our Crustle here. Now, this is getting a little tricky. If they hit us with close combat, it's Good Night Sleep Tide. Also, Leaf Blade is going to be doing a ton of damage to us, so not the best counter to Glade right here, unfortunately. Well, our Smackdowns are not very effective, but they're still adding up. And they're able to get to another charge move here. Man, this is going to be... I don't know about this, actually. I think this is a definite loss. So we're going to be going for Ice Punch. We're just, you know, trying to do damage before we do go down. Or are we going to farm that thing down and then hit the Snorlax with a Dynamic Punch, folks? Yes, we are. And we're going to be taking that win. Let's get it. Are you kidding me? All hope did seem lost at that point, but then I was able to pull it back with the farm down on the Poliwrath. Let's go. So we're met with a Glade in the front with our Tangrowth. This is great. This is something you want to see here, as well as an example as to how it does work out. And you're going to see exactly, we're within close combat range, I do believe, or barely surviving. They're able to finish us off with confusion. So there you have it. Make sure you take some notes on that if you're using Tangrowth and go up against the Glade. So we're going to be going in with the Crustle and farming a bit. They're going to be bringing in the Muck here. So we do have Poliwrath that can handle that, but as soon as we switch, they're going to be switching as well. Getting that X-Scissor through, and that's all we're going to really do. Rock Slide would do a ton of damage as well, but I don't want to risk using that energy on a shield. Alright, so we're using the Escavalier now. Let's get it. This is a decent matchup for us. We're going to go ahead and shield up this Dark Pulse. That would have done a pretty good amount of damage. I wanted to farm down here, but unfortunately, they're surviving with literally 1 HP, and they're able to get off one more Dark Pulse before they go down, doing a good amount of damage to my Escavalier here. They do have a Lapras in the back, which is kind of good for us. Getting off that drill run, and now we're going to go for Mega Horn. They're going to be shielding that up, unfortunately. So we got one shield out of them. We're definitely not going to shield this up. Let it go down and see what we can do with the Crustle here, because that is our only Pokemon left. Are we going to be able to pull this off? Definitely going to have to shield this up, but I'm afraid that Lapras does have a couple of serves ready to go. No, we were able to take it down. This is incredible, folks. We do have 2 of these ready to go. Is this going to be our game? Yes, it is. Again, pulling off the win barely. Let's get it. Having fun with this wacky team here. We still have quite a long time before we do see Season 4, so kind of some room to mess around here. Anyways, we're met with a Gramble in this battle here, and it looks like it is a Charm Gramble, so it's not going to be getting to its energy quite that fast. But the Charm is going to be digging in. As you can see, we're already into the very low yellow, about to be into the red, because Charm is just that strong. Alright, so we're taking it out though. They decided to let it go down. That would have costed them 2 shields to keep it alive. Able to get to another Power Whip onto this Obstagoon. Still going to be doing big damage to it. Looking great. Letting that Obstagoon farm us, I don't really care at this point. We're going to go in with the Escavalier. They're going with Charizard. And we're going to make it a swap right into our Crustle. And we have just taken control of this battle. Going to be shielding this up in case it was a Blast Burn, since we do have energy ready to go. And Obstagoon is definitely not going to be able to KO us by any means. Even if it had Gun Shock ready, that's not very effective. So we're just going to unload on this thing here, expecting 2 charge moves back to back. There's one, and we're able to sneak our charge move in right before they're able to get their next one in, and we're going to be able to take them down and take the win with the Crustle. Looking good. On to the next battle here. We're met with a Magnezone again. We love to see this. Let's get it. So I think this trainer does do the Wild Charge. Maybe. Let's see. Nope, just going for that Mirror Shot. I think, yep, that's the play you're going to be wanting to do. Because lowering that defense is not going to be looking good for that already squishy Magnezone over there. Even though it's resisting grass, look at the damage. Looking great. Hitting me with another Mirror Shot. The attack did not drop, which is great here. Going to be going for another Power Whip. Are they going to commit to a shield at this point? They let it go down. Or they swap right when it has like 1 HP. And they're going into Glade here. We're going to go ahead and get this off before we do make a swap ourselves. Or we're going to go down with the ship so we're not locked. Okay, I see how it's going to work here. I think we want to go with Escavalier. Or Crustle. Okay, I think we just want to keep the Escavalier alive and kind of use this as a shield, even though we used our shield. Now we're going to swap. Are we shielding this up? No. Okay, let it go through. We thought it was going to be a Leaf Blade, unfortunately. So hit us with a close combat. That's just not good at all. We're going to have to shield this up. We don't want our Escavalier going down with all that energy here. And what are they going to come in with? It's going to be a Venusaur. Let's check this out, folks. Going for the Drill Run. Or Mega Horn. Mega Horn. And we're going to be able to get to another one. Watch what they do here. They try to catch a Mega Horn with their Magnezone, but that doesn't work. We're going to be able to get to another Mega Horn, swapping into Crustle, going for the X-Scissor immediately here, and able to take them down. They had a ton of energy on that Venusaur. They were just building it up so they can just wipe us out. On to the next match, we're met with a Togekiss. Apparently, this is one of the matchups that it does not win here, but I still feel kind of comfortable here since I'm going to be able to spam the Rock Slide at a pretty fast rate, and it will be threatening that Togekiss quite a bit. They're making a swap very nice as I was getting off my second Rock Slide here, and they're going to be going into Escavalier. Funny enough that I have one too, so I kind of want to farm down all the way at this point. Drill Run is going to hurt. Maybe I should have got off mine to put shield pressure, make them use their shield there, and they would have been shieldless. But that's okay. Let's just carry on to see how this does work out. And they're bringing back that Togekiss. We're going to be going for the Drill Run here. This is not going to be doing very much damage. I just want to get off energy before we do go down. And what are we going to do? Go Crustle, of course. Of course. And they're going to swap probably immediately here. Or we're going with Tangrowth. Okay, what we want to do is have them use their energy. Fantastic. All right, now we're going to go ahead and swap, but they're going to be going into Swampert, and yeah, this just became a very, very hard uphill fight for me right here. Yes, we have 2 shields, but it does make no difference when you're going up against a Swampert, because this thing is going to be able to spam the Hydro Cannon at a very fast rate, and unfortunately, it's super effective to me, so we're not looking great at all. So, we are building up our energy, and we're still going to fight this one out and not back out. Getting one off here, and what's it going to be? Oh, nope, ain't happening. And watch what this trainer does. They say, I don't think so.
You're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes.
Alright, so on to the next battle here. I think this is actually going to be our last fight. So we're met with a Kingdra yet again. Alright. I like these Kingdra leads. Whoever made a video, fantastic, thank you. Let's go. So we're going to be going for that Power Whip here. Like usual, we gotta have to look out for Blizzard. That's going to take them quite some time to build up to with Dragon Breath though. Outrage is also going to be hurting quite a bit. Octazooka, not so much. As you can see, we just let it go through. We're confident enough that's what it was going to be, because, well, they weren't out there gaining energy that long. Hitting them with another Power Whip, and that's the first one we're able to actually get through. Unfortunately, we did not use a shield, so they're going to be able to win this matchup here. If we used a shield, we could have been able to win that. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is just farm this Kingdra down. We're going to be loaded on energy. What do they have? Oh, cool, a Charizard. Of course they have a Charizard back there. We're going to have to retreat immediately as soon as we get this off. Going to be going into the Crustle, getting a good chunk of their health off before they retreat. They're bringing in a Venusaur, which again is going to be doing a lot of damage to Crustle, unfortunately, so they're going to be able to also spam it. At the same time, if we hit them with Rock Slide, I mean, that would have done a lot more than the X-Scissor, but I didn't know if they were going to actually shield that up. So we're just going X's, or there they go. They finally use that shield, folks. This is going to be one crazy battle. Check this out here. So you're going to be shielding this up, and at this point, they pretty much have two. Not able to take them out. In comes the Charizard. We're going to be getting off a rock slide. No, we're not. So close. What is going to happen? Our Escavalier does not want to see that, and we're countering down with an Escavalier. Let's get it, trainers. Incredible. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you on my next video. Take care.